Yeah, I grew up here, yeah.
Oh, cool. I didn't. Come on, ask me some questions,
New
Nathan.
Zealand, right?
I'm a Kiwi, yes, but I come here to play footy many years ago.
Alright.
And then I got injured when I was 21. And they said to me I couldn't play footy any longer.
Damn.
Nah, I know, mate. It's crazy, yeah. But then I met this guy tonight who we played around the same era. And yeah, we had a few good drinks, and now I'm on my way home.
Yeah, it's football, like, it's like lucrative, right? But there's so many risks. Like, if you get injured, you know, that's your whole career down the drain.
Yeah, look, I'm 49, mate. I finished my career at 21. By the time I was 21, I had finished my career, and at the end of 21, I had 10 knee operations.
Damn.
That was just the knees, but then I had multiple hand operations, multiple sternum operations. Yeah, it was fun, but...
How did you get that? Like playing football?
Playing football. Yeah.
Yeah, the concussions alone, like, apparently they're, like, causing, like, brain problems. Like, there's a big debate about it, or a big controversy.
Well, saying that, I played football, let's just say 27 years ago. But now I run a business.
Nice.
I run my own business.
Nice.
Get this, I was probably concussed every week of my life, but now I run a business. And I make people lots of money.
Nice.
But you rely on my knowledge of Gold Coast and my knowledge of the planning scheme. I'm a town planner.
Okay.
So yeah, people rely on me. So yes, you're right. There is a lot of concussions, and don't get me wrong, I got concussed multiple times, but I'm a probably good example of someone who can operate a business after rugby league.
You're right. Yeah, you need your brain, that's for sure, if you want to run a business. So town planner, does that mean you had to go to uni?
Yeah. I went to uni after rugby league, after school. So I went to school to eat my lunch and play rugby league, and it was only after the fact that I didn't realise I needed to go to uni, and I wanted to go to uni, and that was after many years of doing rubbish jobs, and I had the brain capacity, and I thought, I'm going to go to uni on the Gold Coast, and I ended up doing urban and environmental planning on the Gold Coast.
Right. Okay. So what does a town planner do exactly?
So a town planner is it's an interesting occupation. So I do a lot of development applications. So development, it's where if you want to develop your site, so it's where I can provide development opportunities for people who want to do subdivisions, who want to do, put multiple dwellings on places. It's effectively someone who wants to, utilise their property for financial purposes, and I can help them with that. There are lots of town planners that want to do the most noble of aspects in terms of design cities, design roads, design sort of communities that benefit people. But effectively, I'm a DA planner, a development application planner. So that's my role.
Okay, so that's more to do with like subdivision?
Yeah, subdivision. So it's like, let's just say your mum wants to do a subdivision. They've got a parcel of land, and they'll call me up and go, Kev, I want to subdivide my land. And I'll look at it. I'll look at their parcel. I'll look at their property, and then go yes or no, whether or not it's possible or if it's not possible.
So what are the things that make it possible?
Lot size, location, zoning, whether or not it's big enough to be able to sustain subdivision, all that sort of stuff.
Right, okay. Yeah, that's interesting. So, how big your lot is, zoning?
Zoning is every parcel of land, every area of Gold Coast is zoned for a specific type of area. Let's just say, for instance, the Gold Coast Highway. Everything north, east and west of the Gold Coast Highway is probably zoned a higher density because that's where you want to see lots of development. But let's just say, for instance, Ashmore. Ashmore is one of those areas that probably is zoned for low density residential, which means areas where you don't want to see a lot of density. You want to see a low density scale. And that's pretty much what it is.
Right. So it needs to be high density.
Higher density is really located along within areas that have density, that is medium density, and where they want to have a lot more people, a lot more, a lot of greater scale in terms of people living in that space. Let's talk about Nerang. Nerang is an area where you want to have low density people. You want to have low density areas where you got lots are just traditional type lots, which is 600 square meters and more. You don't want to have smaller housing in that space.
Right. So how big does the lot have to be before you can legally subdivide?
90% of the time, let's just say, for instance, a low density, the minimum lot size is 600. But if you're in the medium density residential, the minimum lot size can be anything less than 400.
Interesting. Right. So if you want to subdivide in Ashmore, you're going to need a lot of
A lot of space. Yeah, you do. In Ashmore, yes. But if you wanted to subdivide in Mermaid Beach or Mermaid Waters, you may need less space to subdivide your land.
Right. That's interesting.
So the further away from the more, denser areas, the harder it is to subdivide the land because the land requirements are a lot higher. Or the land area is a lot higher. But let's just say, for instance, around hedges or around medium density residential areas, the lot sizes are a lot lower. So that's where you can get your smaller lots.
Right. So what's the process of subdevelopment?
Effectively, you contact your town planner, someone like myself, and you have a chat to them and say, this is my parcel of land. In that conversation, you just discuss with them whether or not it's possible or not, and then your town planner should give you the ins and outs and all the costs associated with subdividing a property or doing multiple dwellings on a property, and they should be able to give you that information.
Okay, so it costs money to subdivide.
Oh, it costs a lot of money, mate. It's so subdividing of a land, you're generally looking at between $70,000 and $80,000, maybe even a little bit more, to subdivide your property.
Right.
Yeah, it's not cheap.
Where's that money going to?
A lot of it's going to council. A lot of it's going to your consultants. A lot of it is going to the people who are subdividing that land. You've got to connect your sewer, your water, your council application fees. Your council has infrastructure fees, which is $30,000 per lot. A lot of this money is just going back into the people that are doing the job for you.
Okay. So you said zoning, lot size. There was two other things, right? Zoning, lot size. Did you say two? You said two other things. I'm pretty sure.
I'm not sure. It's about subdivisions, about zoning, your lot size, the area that you're in. It's all about just every lot has its own sort of requirements towards subdivision, but generally it's lot size and zoning.
Right, they're the two most important.
They're the two main ones.
How many years was the degree?
4.
4 years.
Yeah, Yeah, so I worked on the Gold Coast Council. I worked at Griffith University here on the Gold Coast, and it was a 4-year degree. And then I went and worked in the Gold Coast Council for 10.
Oh, right.
And then I started my own company after 10 years, and well, I think it was about nine and a half years, and yeah, I've been going, 6 years since then.
Nice. So there's opportunities within government and the private sector.
Yeah, so I started in local government, and then I started my own company 6 years ago.
What courses were you learning at university?
University was urban and environmental planning. And a lot of that was based on just preparing you for urban development. But yeah, there's lots of different courses involved with it, but the actual degree at Gold Coast University was urban and environmental planning.
So they teach you all the different zones, they teach you...
No, they don't teach you that. That's all a lot of hands-on stuff.
Oh, okay.
So they teach you how to be a planner, and then how you implement that in terms of planning. Like practical planning knowledge has come by on-job stuff, working within council, working with planners to give you that on-the-job type experience.
Right. So you learn more in practical, is what you're saying?
No, look, you learn the basics, and at university it provides you with the information and the knowledge. It teaches you how to write reports. It teaches you how to do a lot of things. But yeah, most of the stuff that I learned and that I'm contributing to what I do today is based on experience, day-to-day experience.
Right. Okay. So you got to do reports.
Oh, my reports are quite long. So every application, every sort of development application requires a report to council. And these reports could be anything from 10 to 100 pages long, depending on the development application you're writing.
So what's going in these pages?
Pardon?
What's going in the pages? Like, what information do you have to report?
Everything from what the context of the area is, what the development proposal is for, the planning scheme assessment against the planning scheme, the plans associated with the development, all that stuff goes into it. Yeah.
So what purposes can you subdevelop for?
Pardon?
What purposes can you subdevelop?
The purpose of a subdivision is making people money.
Right.
It's all about making money.
Yeah, but it seems like there's categories of it.
No, everyone subdivides to make money.
Okay. Yeah, but you can't just put that in the report, right?
Oh, no, it's not about that. It's about basically saying what justifies the application. And the justification of the application is, hey, we want to be able to subdivide the land. You don't have to provide the justification to council.
Right. That doesn't make sense though. Why are they trying to make you justify it?
Because council have the overall power.
So they could say no, it's completely discretionary on the council.
But that's what the planning scheme is about. It's about formalising. I'm just here, mate.
Hey, Gavin, man. It was interesting talking to you.
You too, man. Thank you very much. You have a good night, eh?
You too.
Take it easy. What's your name? What's your podcast?
Nathan Burke's Journey.
Nathan.